21st, 1919, upon every free nation to support the Irish Republic by recognising Ireland's national status and her right to its vindication at the Peers' Congress. Nationally, the race, the language, the customs and the traditions of Ireland are radically distinct from the English. Ireland is one of the most ancient nations in Europe, and she has preserved her national integrity vigorous and intact. Through centuries of foreign oppression, she has never relinquished her national rights, and throughout the long era of English usurpation, she has in every generation defiantly proclaimed her inalienable right of nationhood, down to her last glorious resort to arms in 1916. Internationally, Ireland is the gateway of the Atlantic. Ireland is the last outpost of Europe towards the west. Ireland is the point upon which great trade routes between east and west converge. Her independence is demanded by the freedom of the seas. Her great harbours must be open to all nations, instead of being monopoly of England. Today these harbours are empty and idle solely because English policy is determined to retain Ireland as a barren bulwark for the English, what's that one? Aggrandizement, and the unique geographical position of this island, far from being a benefit and safeguard to Europe and America, is subjugated to the purposes of England's policy of world domination. Ireland today reasserts her historic nationhood and more confidently before the new world emerging from the war, because she believes in freedom and justice and the oppression between the peoples for equal rights against vested privileges and ancient tyrannies, because the permanent peace of Europe can never be assured by perpetuating military dominion for the profit of empire, but only by establishing the control of government in every land upon the basis of the free will of a free people. An existing state of war between Ireland and England can never be ended until Ireland is definitely evacuated by the armed forces of England. For these, among other reasons, Ireland resolutely, irrevocably and determined at the dawn of the promised era of self-determination and liberty that she will suffer foreign domination no longer, calls upon every free nation to uphold her national claim to complete independence as an Irish Republic against the arrogant pretensions of England, founded in fraud and sustained only by an overwhelming military occupation, and demands to be confronted publicly with England at the Congress of the Nations, in order that the civilised world, having judged between English wrong and Irish right, may be guaranteed to Ireland its permanent support for the maintenance of her national independence.
After this event, we'll go across the road. After this event, we'll go to the Royal Dáil and Senator Rockets at Leinster House, and then we hope to go down to 16 Number Street, where James Stephens founded the Irish Republican Brotherhood on St. Patrick's Day, and we'll come up Topper Street to Sean Tracy's, and we're going to the GPO to read the proclamation there. We're welcome there, and we've been invited there, and to the Garden of Remembrance. We'll finish at the Garden and go across the Bones Hotel, where the state was founded. And it's interesting to note that today, in 1919, on the 20th, all the institutions of the state were up and working on this day. And the Irish Republican Brotherhood founded and funded all the institutions of the state. The Sovereign Republic of Ireland, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, commemorating the 96th anniversary of the Sovereign Republic of Ireland, the 96th anniversary of Dáil Éireann, the 96th anniversary of the Sovereign Republic of Dáil Éireann courts, which are the four courts, the 96th anniversary of the War of Independence, as a defence force. Anno Domini 2015, I, William James McGuire, elevated and turned from this centre, the Mansion House, Dublin, the sovereign seal of Dáil Éireann, AD 12 strings, a Christian symbol and ethos, from the rising sun to the setting sun, from north to south and from east to west, and from wrong to right, from evil to good, and from pagan to Christian to sovereign, as in the 1916 Proclamation. And I claim sovereignty over all the elements, earth, air, fire and water. And water is very important. The claimant here today is your water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes! And all therein and thereof, on behalf of the sovereign citizens, which are you, and the sovereign Republic of Ireland, and its elected reason, signed and sealed on this day, the 21st of January 2015, under the sovereign seal of the sovereign Republic of Ireland, William James McGuire, President of the Irish Republic. That's the sovereign seal of Dáil Éireann, and when it's on the tricolour, it's the sovereign Republic of Ireland. That's how you know the difference. And this is all our territory. We have the largest territory in Europe. That's an official map. And you'll see, which they have tried to take off. You see there, they have tried to move that border without discussing it with anybody into claim the 6 counties. But that's not so. That's what we claim today. And it's I, William James McGuire, claim sovereignty over all our territories, rivers, lakes, seas, fishing rights, mineral rights, licenses, and all the assets of the state on behalf of the sovereign citizens and the sovereign Republic of Ireland and the Irish Republican Brotherhood, signed and sealed on this day, the 21st of January 2015, under the sovereign seal of the sovereign Republic of Ireland, William James McGuire. And that's yours. And I asked, when I rang that doorbell, I asked the attendant that Christy Burke would show the license he has today. All licenses are only legal, valid and bona fides from the 21st of January to the 20th of January, and each and every year they're returned back to the sovereign citizens and the sovereign government of the sovereign Republic of Ireland. You own the licenses, and without a license you can't trade with the state. And I've explained the license, that's the sovereign seal, that has to be on it 12 strings, with ERA underneath it. If it doesn't have ERA underneath, it's not the sovereign Republic of Ireland. So you should discard it.
Yeah.